See, don't come out to come react to waiting Alex Ekubo's sister talk. My correct people them, it is not a small something no. This Alex Ekubo and in fiance Matthias. I be ex-fiance. Matthias. Like play like joke so This Matthias don't follow shop 2023. Abeg na who open gate? We shall open gate for this 2023 oh. Where gbas big gbas just full everywhere. Shebi wahala no just come too much like this. My correct people dem una know now say Alex sister bin don come out for voice over. Yes, so when the Obodo Yibo TV been do live video, we can come out, can talk one or two. So now Fancy don't come out, can react to waiting Alexx Ekubo's sister talk. So some of una we never hear wetin the sister talk, may una listen before we ever know they go.
Made up. People didn't know. And when he started talking to me, he was telling me, oh, I was with Fancy in January because they broke up. That thing happened in August. Wedding was supposed to hold in November of that year. So January of the next year, they made up. And then he told me how they made up. They made love. They did this. They did that.
He told you.
Yes.
Hold on. He told you.
Fancy has even said it with her mouth self to one of my friends. I don't know what that they had after they made up. So why will a grown-up girl like that, just because I am so angry with Fancy right now, I didn't want to come into this thing. I wanted to keep quiet the way we kept quiet before, but this thing now is just going out of hand. It's too much. And that we can't even start. She even said it.
I think in all of this now, the thing that really hurt you the most, even the engagement breakup and everything that Fancy has said, Ifeoma, you disappoint me. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Let me tell you why you disappoint.
Alright, so my correct people them, the one way Pepe the sister pass. Now the one way people got the feel say our brother na gay. No be even the way they were cancel or any other thing. Alright, so my correct people them, so Fancy herself don't come out to come clear the air. Omo, I beg, una know what they talk about. Leave the sleeping doggy, make it lie. Aye. Why would I not go allow this sleeping dog make it lie? The more then they come out and talk things, the more they get the blow trumpet. Omo, this one off me oh. She don't go get another interview with Stella. The things when she revealed this time, it don't off me. Alright, make I read them for now. Actor Alexx Ekubo ex Fancy Acholonu reveals the shocking reason she broke up with him. Actor Alexx Ekubo's ex-fiancée Fancy Acholonu has finally opened up to Stella the Moko Cocos on why she ended her 5-year relationship with him. The details are shocking and will blow you away. Stella: Fancy, I am back to ask you more questions. In the last interview, you didn't want to tell why, but I will ask you again. Why did you break up with Alexx? Fancy can say, Stella, I have several reasons why I broke up with him. Alexx is extremely narcissistic. The charming personality he shows to everyone was not who he was to me. Behind those smiles of our happy photos, he was always lying, cheating, and gaslighting me. The day after we got engaged, it became worse. He then became more controlling and verbally abusive. We argued so much and it was close to becoming physical. I was scared of his rage. I told my sister and documented for record's sake in case anything happened. I can't begin to give details of everything that went wrong for me to call it off, but one major red flag that made me devastated was that he told me he won't live with me, but I should go and sleep with other men. Imagine telling that to your fiancée that has kept herself for you for 5 years. At that moment, I realized he didn't truly love me. It started going downhill from there. emotional abuse. Hey, wahala where cover show. Man wey no near you for 5 years, come say to go, may other men they help me oh. Hey, wahalcha. Stella come ask again, why did you make the breakup public? Why not privately? First, I didn't plan to announce. I was the one that ended the engagement. I was under a lot of stress. I wish I used different choice of words. It was not my intent to hurt him or spark up controversy. I did ask him to make an amicable statement with me, but he ignored me. When he doesn't get his way, he gives me the silent treatment. Our wedding plans were so public. He was the one that chose the wedding date and announced it publicly. So I felt I had to say something because everyone was buying tickets and preparing for the wedding. If Alex was mature enough to speak to me when things were falling apart instead of focusing on looking perfect on social media, my public statement would have been avoided, but I would have still ended things with him, but done it privately. Stella can say, there is a voice note of Alex's family member saying you lied and told her that you slept with Alexx in January, but you told me that it was 5 years and no intimacy. Can you explain this, please? You need to speak up. Speak up and clear this drama. Now she can say, Stella, I did not lie. I have nothing to gain by saying Alexx and I were not intimate for 5 years. We were in a relationship while I was loyal. He constantly cheated. He met me when I was inexperienced, so I didn't mind being celibate. I just didn't think it would take 5 years, and that the person that insisted on it would be the one cheating. Then Stella can say, so this intimacy the lady talked about, when did it happen? She can say, we broke up in August 2021 and I blocked him. In January 2022, his aunt contacted me and asked if I could see him before I leave Nigeria. I agreed and unblocked him and he begged to see me for closure. I was hesitant but agreed. When we met and Alexx confessed a lot of things to me and apologized for everything. Things got emotional, so he attempted to be intimate with me for the first time. I was in shock because he said his religion and journey had stopped him for these 5 years, but love was still there, so we proceeded anyway. Before I could even land back in LA the next day, he told me he told all his friends and family we had ex. It seems like the part he left out to them was that it was the first time we tried. It was strange to me how important it was for him to tell everyone around him. He even encouraged me to share with my friends and family. I believed he was proud of himself, but embarrassed at the same time that he never lived with me before. He wouldn't know how to explain that to his people. The big question for me was, if religion is what kept him from doing it in the first place, when everyone is assuming I left because he's gay, which I never said, why is he trying to be intimate now? It was manipulation. He kept asking me how it was and I had to lie that it was great. I will not go into the embarrassing details of what happened. So the ex was embarrassing. Hey. Alright, more continue. So when I reconnected with his family, I still kept this and more from them to protect him, like I always do. But seeing as they are trying to say I am lying and defending him, I don't even blame them because Alexx has been lying to them. He lied to me and he lies to himself. Stella can say, you said something about him cheating and not being able to perform. How in heaven's name did you know this? Then she can say, I caught him cheating on me with a curvy foreign woman that even offered to pay him money for him to live with her. They spent the weekend in a hotel. and she was so angry he couldn't perform with her. So she found out about me on Instagram and sent me screenshot of their chat exchange in which she called him names and questioned his sexuality. Hey, Wahalja. He apologized to me and said at least he didn't cheat technically because he was celibate with her. I was even disappointed he didn't sleep with her. To be honest, it would have at least validated some things for me. I should have left him then, but instead I forgave him and kept the relationship going because of the love and codependency. Say Alexx family member in that voice note which has gone viral made claims that Alexx was taking care of you in America. She said he paid your rent in Los Angeles and fed you with $500 a month and that your dad is an Uber driver. Is that true? Hey, Shebi wahala not too much like this. We know Kerewa for 5 years. And when he kuku come Kerewa after they break up, he know Kerewa well. Even another lady wey bin go pay for hotel say make dem do Kerewa, say she go pay am. Come call her, they thought her say no Kerewa well. Wetin Buna and John Thomas go cause for this world? Alright, so part 2 dey so subscribe to this channel and help me ring that bell green so that anytime when I drop video you go be the first to see the video. This video don't long reach, so we'll just end them here. Una thank you for watching. Una stay beautiful. Una bye.